with them. Then all of a sudden, they return the letter again and they take it. It's either the staff of the secretariat are not doing well, because how comes you take letter to an agency, the agency rejected. They ask you to take the letter again and the agency collected the letter. Something is missing there, and we'll get to the root of the matter. All what I know is we have summoned him and we are expecting Mr. Kolo Haruna to be here.
Equally genuine, not fake.
Yes. Yes.
Signed by the chairman.
Yes,
and when the letters were presented to her, alleging that they were fake, she accepted that yes, they were fake.
That was why, Chief Wale Oke, I was very clear to interject the secretary and ask him, will it be proper for you as the secretary of the commission to say that a staff absconded and you are not aware? Then everybody was listening to us. He responded that there is a director in charge of the staff and the director did not report to you. Ours is to take note who neglected his responsibility, either the secretary or director. We have taken quite notice of that.
Well, I can say it was a family union, because the work in the commission was overwhelming for almost everybody, because we are supposed to have 37 commissioners with a chairman, and there was nobody. So 38 membership, and they are supposed to represent the states. So what we did at the management level then was to say that, okay, look, we will delegate these responsibilities. We are management. We will delegate these responsibilities of manning. But before I go to that, let me say that the commission has an operational arm, which is manned by the commissioners. That operational arms involve issues about recruitment, monitoring promotions, all these other aspects. This is the duties of the commissioners. So when there was no commissioner in place completely, we decided that as management, myself and the directors in the commission, we now said, okay, let's delegate this responsibility to deputy directors and assistant directors from all the states of the federation, because federal character first is about the states, then we go to geopolitical zones. So we delegated these responsibilities. Now, when we were inaugurated, we all came as a family. We were all at the presidential villa. It was a very joyous moment. We were celebrating, we were singing. Everybody was happy, believing that we will get along. We started. After the detail handing over, I briefed the executive chairman, and then also arranged for the directors to brief her. Then also arranged for the directors and all the others, all the heads of units, to brief the members of the commission. By members, I mean commissioners of the commission in plenary. Brief them as to what every department is doing and what are we doing. Handed over the entire files of the commission, particularly those operational files for the committees, handed them over, because now that we have commissioners, they take up those responsibilities that we assigned to the directors. So we had no problem. It was, like I said, very joyous, very happy. Everybody was there. It was a family, In fact, people were singing. But along the line, the issues began to come as to, the distribution of, forming of committees to handle files, to handle operations. There were agitations. People were feeling that, the committees were not being appropriately shared and things like that. But I felt, well, the executive chairman coming newly needed to get acquainted with what was happening. But along the line, we had 24 operational committees. These 24 operational committees are manned by 6 commissioners. 6 commissioners from each of the 6 geopolitical zones, representing the states in these zones, and presided over by the chairman. When they came, we have records. Members agreed that, sorry, we don't want 24 operational committees. We want 37 operational committees. It is not my responsibility, it is the responsibility of members. My duties is to serve as the secretary of the commission and serve as the secretary of the plenary. So whatever they decide, it is their own decision, because they are the decision-making body of the commission. So they decided that it will be 37 committees. And then there were issues that there were some certain MDA files. People felt that they ought to be shared. I will go to that, I will dwell on that. The reason why when the entire membership of the commission depleted, we decided that there are certain sensitive files that we cannot hand over to young officers. Sensitive in the nature that it will even, I can mention, for example, we preside almost all over the NDS in the country, including the security agencies, armed forces, police, DSS, NIA, all the others. So we felt these are so sensitive that you can't entrust such kind of affairs to young officers because of the enormous responsibility.
So it will be easier for you to understand better. When the
No, mine is just to ask the same honest.
yeah, but it's all right to be clearer.
Okay.
How I knew about it.
Okay.
It was sometimes about 3 weeks ago to now. The what's it called? The head of the HR brought some letters to me that they got it from some boys, and when I look at it, I was shocked. And immediately I called the secretary and I called the disciplinary committee members, that's the commissioners, that is Oyo, all the members, 6 of them. I called them to have a look at it, that I'm surprised. They should investigate and let me know. At that point, they look for Aruna's Kolo's
Chairman, is the head of HR director, is he here? The HR director, is he here? Please, come over, please.
At that level, I saw they brought the letter down to me. But before that time, we received this letter from AMCOM. That is that Kolo is now working with them. So of course, I transfer everything to them. And it was at that point when after the investigations, I sent letter immediately. One to AMCOM.
Let me help you, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
I'm coming. Let me explain finish. Let me explain finish.
No, I preside there. I'm here.
Okay.
You listen to me, please, ma'am. Ma'am, my simple question is this. Before you said 2-3 weeks ago, before then, I'm asking you, ma'am, are you aware of this letter? Are you aware of this transaction or activities?
I was attacked and my vehicle was sprayed by bullets. The vehicle was repaired back at the premises. I was together with the secretary of the commission. We went to testify, during the budget defense. And it was at the time for us, it was around 5 o'clock. And I just looked at the time, 1, I was pressed, 2, for us to pray. I told the secretary to go home so that we can come back. When it was 5:30, the secretary left because we drove in my car and he followed me behind. His car followed me behind. That was how we got to the house. But when it was time, that's my essay. He's no more with us. He was one that went back to the place when I called the DFA and they told us not yet time. Immediately my vehicle came out from at the express. 2 vehicles double crossed and they sprayed my side. So I thank God I'm able to be able to talk today. I swear with Almighty God and with this Quran. I got this Quran from the secretary. He brought it to this place. Thank God the secretary brought this Quran to this place. If I ever collect 1 naira from this Kolo, may Almighty destroy what I've worked for. If I ever in my life ask him to go and collect 1 naira from anybody, whatever I'm looking for, with this Quran, may it destroy me. I'm a Muslim. I have, for the past 3 years and 2 months, I have SSS that are with me. 2 of them are here. What separates me is when I enter my room to sleep, and by 8 o'clock, Solomon.
Thank you.
Excuse me,
Chairman.
they are here. I'm coming. What separates me with the SSS for the past 3 years is when I enter my house. They come to the house, and I leave the house with them, and they return me back to the house. They are here. They can be a living witness. I've not set eyes on this Kolo since December.
Thank
I
you.
swear, I'm coming, sir, please, since December. And then you know what happened? What Lagos said, and he told me, he said they have biro and pen. What they used to destroy.
Sorry, Chairman.
Excuse me,
Chairman,
now we come
Chairman,
back to them.
Chairman.
Okay,
Chairman.
okay.
See,
It's okay, I'm
see.
coming. Let me just finish up. Because this is, it's to my heart. Exactly. I've not in my life asked him to collect. I
It's
don't
not
even know
even
the
time
secretary.
for
I
us
don't
to
know the
respond to what
driver.
Kolo said.
I don't know the driver that they are talking about. I've never set eyes on the driver.
See,
Excuse
don't do that here, Lagos. We have interjected on your behalf. Is it because of that you are capitalizing on that emotion?
Quran is here. I've
Well,
never
take
in my
objection.
life.
Stand up and scream.
It's here. Ask him to give me 1 naira. It's here. All what he does for me is when we are going to the airport, he buy ticket for me. He said he comes to my house to give money. He does not come to my house
Thank you.
to give money.
Thank
because
you.
excuse me, I stayed in an estate. Before you enter, I must go ahead for you to enter.
Chairman,
Apart from my
I
SSS.
should tell you, excuse me. I should.
Duties diligently and with utmost respect to our office. One of the allegations levied against me is job racketeering. On the executive chairman's allegations of job racketeering, she instructed me to liaise with one Shehu. The Shehu is a driver, is a PA to Taraba Commissioner, and he's here. Shehu is the PA, he served as the PA to the Taraba Commissioner and the driver. She instructed me to liaise with him. So if there's any, as a desk officer of IPPS HR module, I'm responsible of taking whoever is recruited in federal character to IPPS for capturing. So you will not go there until when you have letter by the executive chairman or the director of HR. But when she came, she wrote a letter to the Accountant General then that any correspondence that is coming from Federal Character Commission should not be attended to unless if she's the one that signs the letter. So whenever there's new recruitment, she signed, she gave me the names, then I'll take it to Accountant General before the office, the new, this will be captured, the new staff will be captured. Sir, the Shehu is the one that brought people, so many people, like almost 25 of them. One will pay 1 million, the other one will pay 1.5 million, all to my personal accounts. All to my personal account, sir. Yes. My account number, that's the EcoBank account number. After which, she instructed me to give her the cash, all in cash installments. There's no transfer, there's nothing, just for me to withdraw through POS, from this POS to that POS, cash installment, and take it to her. I was never at any time involved in selling jobs to anyone. I only acted based on instructions, sir. My subsequent appointment to AMCON was a result of her personal favor to me. We were 4 in numbers. She gave the appointment letter to in AMCON. My name is Haruna Kolo, one.
People. So anybody